We're at the beginning of the tax season, and I really want to dive deep into a concept that I feel like is important for most individuals that are under the age of 40. Right now, a lot of Americans are trying to figure out what are some of the things I could do to save more money today. We have to keep in mind, what is the impact of that decision today going to be in the future, and how big of an impact could that have on my financial situation at that point? So what I'm going to show you in a brief second is what has happened to our tax rates in America over the last 100 years. And it's up to you to figure out and decide, is it really better for me to not pay taxes today on this money just to kick that bucket down to my future self? Or will it just be better for me to just bite the bullet today so that I don't have to pay the higher tax rates at a later point? So I'm not going to dive into every single decade, but as you can see, in 1945 all the way up to about the 60s, the highest federal rate for taxes was 94%, which is ridiculous. And then in the 1970s up to the 80s, it was stagnant around about 70%. Now, what you need to understand about this is during the 20s all the way up to about the 30s of 1940s is we were going through the Great Depression and a World War. So what this chart is showing us is that when we go through turmoil as a country, our government is going to figure out a way to get this money back that they've spent to bring back our economy. So today, our highest federal bracket is at around 39%. So what I'm getting to is, for all my people out there that have 401ks, 457s, 403bs, putting money in the SEPs, Simples, traditional IRAs, yes, you're not paying taxes today on that money, but what is it going to feel like if we run into a situation in our economy when you're paying these rates, all this money that you put away? Now, honestly, I don't think that tax rates ever get that high, but as you can see from this chart, over the last 30 years, this is the lowest it's been in a very, very long time. So with all the PPPs and economic relief loans that came out, 40% of our nation's money was printed over the last 12 months. If I was a gambling man, I don't know, I would think that taxes might go up in the future.